Alright, Box got the gem. Nice.
Sure.
They're coming out the base though. Those are two nice pickoffs to at least be able to get some deep vision down, it looks like. 343's got a ward. They even have their own gem as well in the Marana. Tino. Oh, on the low ground. Tino, they're going to jump instantly now. Pops the BKB. He's going to be able to get it under and try and disengage. He's A-OK. Mac, though, reveals himself as well. They force out the BKB from Mac. So the in and the out. Maybe they get a tier 2 tower. They're not even going to try and do that.
Going to be able to deal with a Tempest Double nicely. I think it's not quite as big of a deal now that he's level 25 and he has the reduced cooldown on the Dark Ascension, but I think he probably could have gotten away with not having to pop that to try and take down this TA. As soon as that Nullifier connected onto him, she was scared.
The Tomb's dropped instantly, going to jump the background here. They know that BKB's not available here. Templar Assassin's just going to get melted. Has a fire back, but a Mac on the front line as well. BKB, TP out. But just to poke and prod enabled them before. Now Brock's going to be careful as well. He's actually going to get caught with the jump. Alacrity holds him in Gleipnir, and Nico's got the follow-up. So Omega Esports, those pickoffs on the supports, enables Galaxy Racer to poke and prod that BKB from TA. Then they get two big kills.
The gem as well. All three. They finally do pick it up. Bit of a race going on there, but who ended up winning it? Was it the squid? I feel like it was the squid. Or the that 7-leg spider. I hate it.
Oh, not another support. At least CML's got the flicker now. Might be a little bit nice to get away from this aggressive Tempest Double. Still continuing to feed a lot of gold away. This is a thing we've seen so far in this game.
Double damage, bottom side.
Uh-oh.
He ends up picking it up on Nico, sure, but you can just see with his item build going into the Refresher next. He just wants to be able to have that secondary charge of the BKB so he can just be on the front lines. Like now, you've got a much higher right-click threat on the Night Stalker. Yeah, you've got the Dark Ascension instead of the Hunter and the Night Attack speed, but when you've got Nullifier and Solar Crest, it doesn't really matter.
Looks like he's also building into the Overwhelming Blink, something that we don't really see too often.
I think it's totally cool on a Night Stalker. You know, if you can, it's a couple of things. Either A, they're stuck within your Crippling Fear and they're silenced for 7 seconds, or they're forced to pop a super early BKB, which isn't ideal at this late game as well. Pretty long Roshan respawn time though, so Galaxy Racer, things not going in their favor in that regard. Got an Abyssal. They've got the money for the Abyssal on the Pangolier just yet, but they're stuck between two mines. Do they want to try and contest, or does he want to save for buyback?
And Radiant at least have been able to stall this long enough for their buybacks to come up pretty shortly. Arc Wardens is down still them over the Night Stalker, another 30 seconds. They're all of theirs for Radiants that are down are going to be up in the next 40, so they've got enough gold as well. So they've stalled this game out long enough where Dire kind of had a win condition with the buybacks being on cooldown. I mean, Dire definitely, I should say, still in the lead.
They're committing. They've got the full... It's actually into a Marana ultimate though. Got Boomy here, kind of on his own on the bottom side. He's not going to be punished for it, you would think. Ready to recall in the TA whenever he needs, but TA is actually just going to stick pretty close by.
A little something extra.
Putting up this Observer Ward, so they've got a little bit of understanding. Any gems right now on the Radiant side? It's just on the Marana, and Destrus wasn't quite in range to be able to see that one.
Double damage empowers me.
All about Roche. That's what it is. Fourth one, Aghanims. We're going to see the shard as well with the Refresher. A big fight going to break out. Max still very far on the front line as well. Dodged out the arrow, has to pop the BKB early, but now with the chains actually, Nico cancels the Rolling Thunder box, able to get rid of it with the Lotus Sword, but now they're going to try and jump away. KYX by trying to disrupt them. They're on top of the Coddle. It's a beautiful target that can bring him down. Nico's even got the DD as well. No buyback available here for the Coddle, but now, oh, look at the multi-guns coming through. Night Stalker, Abyssal Blade box, able to close the distance, so it's a 1 for 2. Undying buys back there. Night Stalker's got his own as well, holding it at the moment, but guess who's back up? Roshan, the fourth one of the game.
Well, guess who's back in the house, that's for sure. They just checked it with the Pango Courier, but you know, that's how fickle Roshan can be. He can just pop up whenever you don't expect him. You got level 30 now on the gyrocopter as well, so that extra homing missile stun going to coordinate nicely together with the homing missile charges. And, well, that's all scouted out for sure. Even more movement speed.
Who gets what?
Pango picked up. He's got 2 cheeses now.
He's got the Ags as well, it looks like.
Yep.
Okay. That's nice with the Abyssal Blade. What talent did he go? Yeah, he went the Rolling Thunder duration instead of the Shield Crash. Okay.
Yep.
So we got the Ages on Tino. He's also holding the Refresher Shard as well. I wonder if they just give that over to the Coddle. Or if they want potentially double BKB, double Meld, double Hex. Let's see.
I'm going to be watching Mac in these fights because he's just picked up a Refresher Shard, and Refresher Orb, and he still has 6,000 gold on top of that. So he is a very rich boy. It is kind of like these team fights have been pretty friggin' hectic. Let's be real. So are you going to be able to get off your full complement of spells and your refresher, you know, move it into your inventory, wait the 6 seconds, be able to get it off again? It feels like they've got some pretty good burst potential on Galaxy Racer's side if they're able to get their positioning right.
Yep. Yeah, it feels like, though, again, I'm still just worried that, look at the rest of the callers, like even Ogre's farm is through the roof. It helps that he got that Aghanim's earlier from the Roche, but like the Coddle as well, so all the supports on Dire just have so much net worth, and their impact is kind of showing right now over the supports. But I will say, like, if you jump the Undying where he already gets Tombstone up, and now he's got also the level 20, so Undying late game can be a little bit scary with these Tombstones.
You are looking good!
Thanks.
I mean, 25 is just so annoying on an Undying as well, you know? What are you, Wraith King?
It's Mirana going for a Solar Crest, so yeah, just buffing up Alacrity. That's all the damage right now, pretty much. So do whatever you can to get Alacrity some farm, and wonder what he wants to go for as well. What do you think the next item could be for the Arc Wardians? You already got that Moon Shard. No Ags, Blessing or Shard.
I mean, I feel like the Shard is very useful. A, it doesn't take up an item slot, and B, just being able to provide that magic resistance against a Gyrocopter and a Keeper of the Light, pretty effective.
Well, maybe this game can go long enough until we get 60 minutes. That's going to be our first tier 5 of the tournament, at least from us casting.
And we've got the Gyro just popping the Eternal Shroud into the backpack right now, so prioritizing the Refresher. As he finished up his Abyssal Blade just yet, he bought... No, he's bought the Boots of Travel increased recipe, so he just wants to be able to TP to heroes. So it's not enough that you've got a Coddle that can recall you anywhere on a 15-second cooldown. Now you're just able to TP right onto heroes. Is he even just going to sell this Eternal Shroud? He sold something else. I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see what it was either.
Oh, was the...
Did he buy a bottle?
Wait.
He didn't.